some guys know it, some guys don't. Probably the hardest thing to do in team sports is to check your ego at the door, do your job for the team, and make sure that you're operating on all cylinders when it's time. Players have to be together. You have to be in the same boat. Everybody has to be on one accord.
I'm going to roll with the two-time reigning defending NBA champion.
Toronto, I don't trust. It takes more than one superstar.
I think the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you.
People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk, but guess who can walk?
Be the best player in the league. I don't see why.
James fakes and finishes. Once again, when they have a chance to close out, they don't waste time. James putting a muscle in his hustle and won.
LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh my. We're speechless, Hubie Brown.
No.
That was incredible.
They're on the dribble.
It's going to be James.
Here it is. It's under
3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Good night, Cleveland. That is for you.
After getting swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavs, Toronto has fired coach Dwayne Casey.
Nick Nurse can finally say he's an NBA head coach.
Probably a sense of familiarity even with them, recognizing that instead of having to learn a whole new system or a whole new set of personalities, a nice transition.
Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green going north, and DeMar DeRozan, Jacob Poeltl, and a protected 2019 first-round pick going back to San Antonio.
Take us through how this thing began and how they got to the finish line.
We're going to have to wait probably a year or so to really know if there's a winner or loser here.
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Well, they have the potential to continue to build compared to a reboot.
It's been an unbelievable year. It's been a special year. I think just the guys you go through it with makes that much more of a difference. It's a tight-knit group, and winning kind of cures all. So it's kind of been a little bit of everything.
They've never been to an NBA Finals. They won 59 games last year, and they get better. Period, point blank. When you flip out DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard, you get better.
So make sense of this East, which you say has got you a little bamboozled at this point.
You don't add Kawhi to Toronto and tell me that they're title contenders. We need to have a conversation about whether or not they're higher than the Sixers.
Because Raptor, you know, Raptor, when you watch Jurassic Park, they're fierce, tough.
They were in the first Jurassic Park, I can tell you that.
This year, though, look unbelievable. Offense is better, but we also know the regular season and playoffs are different.
Because Toronto, I don't trust. Because they have a missing link that's been missing for the last 4 or 5 years. They got a superstar, so yeah, it takes more than one superstar.
Are they title contenders?
No. Are you kidding? I mean, is there somebody here that believes that Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard are title contenders?
Yeah.
There's, you want to have a real debate. Are they contenders to even win the East? I respect Kawhi Leonard, a guy who hadn't played but 9 games in the last year. I respect who he was some year ago. He was one of the best players in the NBA, but what is he now? I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't think Toronto are title contenders.
The playoffs are about stars and situational late-game excellence. Oh, these baby dinosaurs.
Let him make his move. That's a man's jam! Kawhi Leonard!
This team has handled their business to close out this series.
Fires a long one. Nothing but net. Here comes Butler driving layup is cold. He ties the game.
Playoffs are about stars and late-game excellence.
Is this the tender?
Series is over. They can't beat these boys. I'm going to tell you that right now.
2 games away from the NBA Finals. Oh, my goodness. Ibaka the fake. Leonard enjoying himself. Yes.
The 2019 Eastern Conference champions, Toronto Raptors.
The NBA Finals start tonight, and the Warriors in Game 1s under Steve Kerr are 18-1.
But I'm going with the Golden State Warriors. I'm just doing it. You got to show me that somebody is going to stop Steph Curry. You've got to show me that somebody's going to stop Klay Thompson. Draymond Green is playing out of his mind.
What do you think the Raptors need to do to beat the Warriors in the finals?
You've got to win the rebounding battle, but first and foremost, you have to slow the Warriors down. You cannot get in a shootout with them.
When you're talking about Steph Curry, you are talking about the greatest shooter we have ever seen in the history of basketball.
Toronto is the opposite. They are an elite defensive team. Golden State, with all the experience that they have, they're a better team on paper.
The importance for Toronto, if they're going to win this series, they don't have to necessarily go up 2-0 at home, but they've got to win tonight.
It's just about that time again, Michelle. Game 1 of the NBA Finals soon to begin. Here in 2019, it starts in Toronto, Canada. Throw Van Vliet to Siakam. Oh, what a slam. Bang! From Siakam, sidestep, layup is good. Wow. Van Vliet goes right at Jerebko. Tough shot. Oh, the Raptors get the victory here in Game 1. Thompson for three. Curry for three. Again. To Cook. Cook tries it. Cook knocks it down. They're saying to get up on him. They try and knock it away from Curry. Curry throws it. Livingston has it. Back to Iguodala. Iguodala puts it up. It's good. Best of 7 series is tied at 1 game apiece. Leonard gets away from Bell. Oh, and throws it down with a foul. Danny Green does it again. Leonard trying to split. Almost trampled. Van Vliet throws it up. Oh, he puts it in. If you're Toronto, you're thinking, hey, we didn't come here to get one. We came here to end this thing. Leonard knocks down another three, and the first lead of the night for the Raptors. What an extraordinary win for these Raptors, and have this commanding 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. First 4 games, the Raptors were dominant and lead 3 games to 1. But all of a sudden, Golden State has a new addition. Kevin Durant will play, and Kevin Durant will start.
Not only will he start, but according to Steve Kerr, Kevin Durant will not have any minutes restrictions whatsoever.
Curry to Durant. Here's his first shot, and it looks pretty good there. Rattles home a 3. 6 of 9. Durant for 3. Kevin Durant, his third three-pointer already. Trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant's limping. Durant goes down, holding his leg. Ibaka goes up, and is fouled down the other end. Van Vliet kicks it out Lowry. Lowry for the win. Won't go, and there'll be a game 6 in Oakland. Kyle Lowry, what a start. Lowry lighting it up here again. Kyle Lowry running the floor. Thompson grabs his left knee, now writhing in pain. Gets a wide open look. Puts it in. Green surrounded by Draymond Green. And throws it away. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Won't go. That's it. There's a new NBA champion. And it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions. The Raptors, the 2019 NBA champs.
Congratulations. Basketball has come full circle in Canada. It was invented by a Canadian. The first NBA game was in Toronto, and now an NBA championship. Your 2019 NBA champions, the Toronto Raptors. Your 2019 Bill Russell Finals MVP is Kawhi Leonard.
Great support system. I just kept working hard, and had my mind set on this goal right here. I came to a team a new coach, that mindset was the same as mine, trying to get that Larry O.B. over there. And, you know, this is what I play basketball for. This is what I work out for all summer during the season. And I'm happy that my hard work paid off.
The San Antonio Spurs have won their first NBA championship.
There is a formula there, and some guys know it, some guys don't. And the locker room is one of those huge pieces. And, you know, the players have to be together. You have to be in the same boat.
The San Antonio Spurs are your world champion.
Everybody has to be on one accord. Probably the hardest thing to do in team sports is to check your ego at the door, do your job for the team, and make sure that you're operating on all cylinders when it's time.
The third time in 7 seasons, NBA champions once again, their 4th title in 9 years.
But most important, your attitude, coming into work, being professional, you know, those are things that people really don't talk about.
We have good people at heart, and I think that's the best thing. When you choose the players, they're like good people, and all they care is the team. So I think then it's easy for everybody to follow.
I think we all valued our relationship. We all understood our roles. We never wanted more.
You guys lead the way. It makes it easy for us to have everybody else follow. It's a huge part of why things work the way they do. Now, you're not going to make a guy a team player if he's not. Selfishness is pretty much not even a topic with the guys that we bring in.
We welcome you back to Oklahoma City. It is time for Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. Right here, let's send it to Ernie Johnson with the 2014 Western Conference champions, San Antonio Spurs.
Thanks, Western Conference champs, buddy.
Thank you.
You guys have been carrying around some baggage for about a calendar year now. And now you're going back and you're playing Miami for the whole thing again. How much does it mean to you to be in the position to redeem yourselves, or this redemption season?
We worked 8 months really hard. We had a very successful season, and all we did was to get to this point again, to have another shot. And we're gonna give, as last year, everything we got to get the trophy again. But we know we're facing a very talented and tough team, and it's going to be rough. But of course, we believe in our means, and we're going to do our best as always.
Congratulations on going back to the finals again, Manu.
Thank you very much.
Very well done. This is the Western Conference champions, San Antonio Spurs, heading back to the NBA Finals.
It will be San Antonio and Miami meeting in this season's edition of the NBA Finals. Now that the teams have been set, let's look back at last year's exciting NBA Finals.
Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good. Tony Parker ties the game. Parker gets in the paint. Stops, spins, shot is good. Tony Parker, back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead. James backs in. Lost the ball. Duncan lost it, picked up, and Parker has it. Ginobili drives inside, fouled by Allen, and Ginobili will shoot 2 with 37 seconds remaining. What a turnaround here in the final minutes. And San Antonio now 28 seconds away from a championship. They lead by 5. You have a lot of time in terms of 28 seconds, but you're out of timeouts. What's the strategy? You don't come off another three-point shooter. James catches, fires a three, way off. Rebound tipped, still loose, picked up by Miller. Back out to James, another three. It's good! James knocks it down. 2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. A lot of pressure on a 21-year-old in his first NBA Finals. Watch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs
Spurs foul. Miami goes for the three right away.
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! With 5 seconds remaining. Game over. There'll be a game 7. What a finish. It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
You know, losing like that when everything was ready to raise the trophy and celebrate, and losing it like that and seeing our faces devastated, that was so painful. In my head, I was remembering every turnover, the last few plays.
I never felt so sad in basketball, because you always talk about that part, life is bigger and it's more important stuff, in life. But man, that one was tough. I remember I was in the locker room and I took a towel and I put it in my head, because it's the first time I wanted to cry.
To us, there were those plays that we did that we could have changed that situation. I remember going in the locker room and laying down on the floor. But I was like, yeah, we got to get up. We got to play one more. We can win this next one. And then we lose the next one. It's just like all of it was just crushing.
I believe that the Spurs as a team are so much better than Miami as a team because they have been on a year-long mission to avenge the collapse that was the final 28 seconds of Game 6 last year.
I'm going to roll with the two-time reigning defending NBA champions. Not because the Heat are a better team. I'm rolling with them because I think D-Wade and LeBron and the combination of the superstars that they are, it's going to be epic. It's going to be a thriller. But in the end, the king will be crowned again.
Ginobili steps back and hits the three. The defender is a very confident player, but he turns it over there. And 3 turnovers for the Heat. Parker, Ginobili for 3.
As Ginobili hits his third three
On the drive. Inside to Duncan. So by Anderson. Green will try again. Hits a three. Danny Green. Diaw looking. Green again. Bang! The San Antonio Spurs take game 1 of the 2014 NBA Finals.
The Miami Heat even the series.
Parker, Diaw, Duncan, Green. 4 guys touching without the ball going on the floor. And Splitter with the finish. The game they led by double figures most of the game. And the Spurs with another one of those total team efforts. Green finds Splitter, beautiful feet to Diaw at the finish. Behind the back pass to Splitter. Oh, what a beautiful look from Boris Diaw. Pass inside, Diaw to Duncan for the finish. And that'll do it. The San Antonio Spurs with another masterpiece. And they take a 3-1 lead in the 2014 NBA Finals. Alley-oop, Diaw to Leonard. That's the bodying him up. Duncan flicks it up and in. Leonard for 3. Bang! Ginobili on the finish. Flushes it with the left hand. Mills. Bang! Leonard pushes out to Ginobili. Puts it in. What an avalanche from San Antonio. A 21-point lead. San Antonio is back on top once again.